And welcome to Candid Comments. I'm Shirley Ray Dean, a host of the show, and today's guests are Rowie Taylor from the YWCA Northeast New York, and also with her is Andrea Scott, coordinator of YWCA Economic Solutions, known as YES. And so, Rowie, welcome here, and I welcome both of you here.
Thank you.
And we're going to spend some time today talking about, let me see, the purple purse. Now, I've had red purses and black purses and gray purple purse. Now, tell me, what is that all about?
Well, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and purple is the color that is representative of domestic violence. So, in the month of October, the Allstate Foundation from Allstate Insurance, they have begun the Purple Purse Challenge. And I'm going to just kind of slide this right over to Andrea, who is the expert on the YWCA Northeastern New York's Purple Purse Challenge.
Say that fast.
I don't think so.
Okay, Andrea, maybe you would then enlarge upon that, and then we'll come back to you a little later, because I want to know what yes is. But let's talk about purple purses.
Well, we're very honored that we are a community partner with the Allstate Foundation Purple Purse Challenge. The YWCA Northeastern New York is one of those community partners out of almost 200 nationally. So we're pretty excited about that. The Allstate Foundation Purple Purse is a domestic violence campaign for awareness and fundraising for domestic violence victims. And what it entails is that Allstate Foundation actually provides over $500,000 in prizes and awards to different communities partners for the fundraising. And so there are many different challenges or bonus rounds within this. It's kind of like you're competing with other community partners to raise the most money. So the most funds and the funding will go to help domestic violence victims gain financial stability and to be able to move forward, because often domestic violence affects 1 out of 4 women. And because of that, it's also 98% of those affected are also affected through financial abuse.
Well, and you say financial abuse. What does that entail? I mean, I know that they're being heard, but when you say financial abuse, do they have to leave home? What happens to make that so dramatic?
Okay. Well, financial abuse often happens when the abuser or perpetrator will potentially raise up debt in the victim's name. It could be they could use credit cards and max out the credit cards. It could be that the victim may be working and the perpetrator will come to their workplace and harass them or call them several times, making the victim either have to leave or to to quit or be fired because it affects their work performance.
So the funds would help them. What do they do in order to stabilize themselves in all of this that's going on? If they get funds, how does that work? What do they do?
Well, being a domestic violence victim actually puts them at risk for homelessness because they don't have those financial resources. And because they don't have those financial resources or the knowledge, often they may become homeless and have to go into shelter for safety. They may end up, their national grid or heating, electric may be shut off because they don't have the funds to, keep that on, or the insurance might be a joint insurance and the abuser may stop paying that, and so if they stop paying that, then the victim is without a vehicle. So there's a lot of facets that affect domestic violence victims.
Excuse me, yes.
Oh, I was just going to say, if you look at the idea of a purse, the purple purse, purple for domestic violence awareness, and a purse because Allstate is really committed to financial stability and financial literacy for women and or men who have been victims of
Right.
domestic violence. And so that is, if you have some financial stability, then you have some stability, the means for stability in other
Truly.
aspects of your life.
Truly.
So when you think about those purple purses, I know last year we had, I don't remember, 5 or 6 purses throughout this month-long campaign, which begins October 1st and ends October 27th. But there are opportunities for people to, through different challenges or contests, to win absolutely beautiful purple purses to symbolize this.
Well, now, I imagine the stability also has to, they have children, many of these women, right, or men also.
Absolutely.
So that increases that need for financial stability and the opportunity to be in charge of their lives away from the abuser.
And it's the financial knowledge and resources that actually is an indicator of whether a victim of domestic violence will leave, stay, or return to the abusive relationship.
So you're saying it's a setup of whether to choose and what to choose. And so it's almost a forced choice if they have to stay because they have no means to remove themselves for any permanency or anything like that. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. So if you look at a domestic violence victim and they're being abused in their home and their self-esteem and self-confidence, and they have children that are also being exposed to this. So what choice do you have? Is it stay in that abusive relationship and continue to be abused, or take the risk of potentially being homeless because of the financial, setbacks and defaults that you may go through?
And see, I think a lot of times many of us don't realize, because lots of times you'll hear somebody say, well, why don't you just go? Why would you stand there? But it's not easy to go if you don't have. And it's funny, the phrase that comes to me, and I don't mean it in a flip way, the bottom line is that almighty dollar. Mm-hmm. That's the freedom piece.
That's very sad, but
Yes.
absolutely true.
Yes.
And so in order to alleviate that, now how does this group, give me the name of the group again?
The Allstate Foundation Purple Purse Challenge.
Okay. How do they then distribute monies? Does it go to agencies? How does that work?
Well, the really great thing is that the Allstate Foundation Purple Purse Challenge is social media based. And so we actually have on purplepurse.com or crowdrise.com, you can find us for the a donate button for the YWCA of Schenectady, doing business as YWCA Northeastern New York. And you can find us and you can donate, and the monies that come onto our donation site, as well as, for example, I mentioned the bonus challenges. And so because of the bonus challenges, for example, on October 1st, when the Allstate Foundation Purple Purse begins, we will need $250 donations, whether that's a one-time donation or it's several different donations that add up to $250. Allstate Foundation will match every agency that earns $250 on their Crowdrise site.
Now that's on October 1st itself.
October 1st itself.
So that's like from midnight to midnight?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they have different challenges like that throughout the month.
Oh, so that's not the only time you can do that. And
Different challenges, and sometimes it's much larger amounts.
So you never know until. Oh.
See, we have a schedule of those challenges, and so we could earn $10,000 in 1 week, but we have to meet the requirements
For that
challenge that week. So
that challenge.
it's a pretty exciting and intensive event and fundraiser, but we're really excited to be a part of it.
So now let me ask you, how long has the YWCA Northeastern New York been a part of this?
Actually, the very first year that Allstate Foundation started the Purple Purse Challenge was last year, and we were a part of it right from ground
You got
up.
into the challenge?
We got right in
Wow,
from the first time.
that is, no wonder you're all excited.
Yeah.
Well, it's exciting.
Bring
I mean,
it on.
You have to apply to get accepted to be part of it.
Right.
And last year was the first year we did it. We didn't really know what we were getting into at all.
Sometimes
And
that's the best way.
And we ended up doing really well with it. I mean, I would have loved to raise $500,000 or win, big
the
prizes.
biggies. Yeah.
But we were thrilled. What did we raise altogether?
Over $15,000.
Well, let me say,
Yeah.
that's for a
It was
first shot
awesome.
deal.
It was
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
incredible.
amazing. And what that also shows that this community is supportive of what you're doing, because 15,000 in a community this size is a pretty good bite for the first time.
This is a really
Absolutely.
generous
It's a
community.
good community, and
There's no doubt.
and I think that there's a recognition that this YWCA and this community really, much of the focus is on assistance services for domestic violence persons.
Well, we have a district attorney here who is very, very committed to working with our program. We have the police department
Excellent.
does a great job working with our program. I mean, we have people in positions that are very committed to eliminating, ending, and protecting victims of domestic violence.
And it's so important. And I think that it used to be that domestic violence was the best kept secret. I mean, you just we don't talk about that. Or if we did talk about it, it's like, well, I don't know, she must like it, she stays. And that
Right.
kind of an attitude. And so it's nice to know that not just locally, but that huge corporations are beginning to say, enough, let's do something.
And I think it's absolutely fantastic that they're looking at it from an economic stability standpoint. I mean, of course,
They get it.
They get it. Of course, there's always money and funds and awareness that are needed for services, for
Right,
shelter
right.
services, advocacy
But
services.
what happens beyond that
Thank
once you're
you.
ready to go
That's
out there?
exactly right.
And so it's like, okay, you're ready, but we don't have anything to give you. Go do it.
And
Yeah.
many victims of domestic violence, they have never been in charge of their
Independent.
own finances. They haven't been independent. And so this is, the financial literacy that comes along with Allstate's program is just
So
fantastic.
tell me a little bit about is that part of what you do?
That's the good
Andrea?
segue right here to Andrea.
Yes,
Yes.
the
Yes,
YWCA
yes.
Economic Solutions.
With a capital
yes.
Y.
Yes.
Yes, is a very positive and optimistic program at the YWCA, and the Allstate Foundation Purple Purse Challenge runs through the YES program, and it is very exciting because it allows us the opportunity to provide resources and knowledge to domestic violence victims, job search, job planning, resume building, credit history checks, background checks, anything that really helps them move forward into financial stability. If they need to learn about education or how to get into college, to further continue their education, to get their task, which was the former GED,
Yes.
anything that will help empower them to move forward financial stability.
That's the
Will
key
do.
word, empowerment.
Empowerment,
Empowerment. Because I can readily see all the other services, the counseling and the helping them to remove themselves from the situation. That's really good. That's the foundation. But it's like now they've climbed the stairs. What do they do when they're at the top of the stairs? And so this helps them then to come down the other side of the stairs and get into the real world.
And you know what? One of the best things that
Excuse
I
me.
think that the YES program does is everything Andrea talked about, but it's that soft skill building.
Yes.
For many, many victims of domestic violence, it's been years since they've been in the workplace, if ever. And, sometimes people forget that, geez, I have to be at work at 8 o'clock. That really means 8 o'clock. So I need to be there at 10 minutes till. So whether it's a matter of something as simple as helping someone to get an alarm clock.
Oh,
And
of course.
helping them to figure out,
And showing them how to set
you
it.
don't have a car, so you're going to have to rely on public transportation. Let's get the bus routes. Let's figure out how long it's going to take. So if it's going to take an hour by bus, because you have to think maybe they don't always run on time.
Right.
How much time do you need to get ready? What time do you need to set that alarm clock for? And how to do those things. And just those, it's the real soft skills.
See, and we take that as just for granted basic stuff. everybody knows
That's exactly right, but
everyone doesn't
everybody
know.
doesn't know
No.
it. So for someone to get a job, that's not really the hard part. To me, the hard
Keeping the
part
job.
is to keep the job, to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really what YES is all about, is economic solutions.
So it's yes to independence. It's yes.
Yes.
To financial stability.
Absolutely.
It's yes to making the moves that. And I'm assuming that you shouldn't assume, but my thinking is, as I said earlier, that many of these women have children, so there probably has to be some way that they learn how to organize that piece too. You know, how because they're
Absolutely.
modeling now for those children about being on time and about the different things that you have to do to get along.
And a lot of times employers aren't able to be as flexible as some employees would like them to
That's
be.
right.
And so if you are just new into the workplace or in an entry-level job, it's pretty inflexible.
That's right.
So you have to figure out how to make your life work around the expectations of your employer and the workplace situation. And that's what Andrea in her program does, this magnificent job in helping people to understand that geez, this is really, it's going to be up to you to figure this out and make it work. So let's give you the tools
show you how to
do
kind
that.
of do that. And so it's also helping them with critical thinking, which is a skill that many of them probably, because they've been so beaten down that anything I think couldn't be of any value anyway. Yeah.
One thing that's really important with the YES program is that individuals or victims come in and they have been beaten down. They've been, their self-esteem and their confidence is so low. And when they walk through the doors of the YES program, it's important that they are able to pull out the different skills that they do have and that they possess. Things that they already have that they're just not aware of.
They just don't know it.
And so that is part of the YES program, as we draw those things out for them and help them see exactly how valuable they are and the worthiness that they have and the skills that they have. And it's incredible to just see the light bulb go off above their...
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds to me like it's a holistic approach in the empowerment piece. It's a holistic approach to empower them, as opposed to you got to go here for this and go somewhere else for that and go somewhere else, and by that time they're run crazy.
It's really easy to hand someone a check sheet. This is what you have to do, check them off.
See you later.
It's a lot more difficult to empower someone to develop their own check sheet and to do that on their own. Andrea does just this amazing job of doing it in a really positive way, so that people are feeling from the get-go that this is a very empowering, positive place to be, this program, and to work through all this.
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot. Could you share a story with us of someone who has been through your program and kind of give us a sense of the steps that happened and what happened? No names, but just
I
to
could
share
give you a
it.
couple stories, and I'll just call one Jane and one Jeannie. How's that?
Works, Jane and J. J and J.
The J's.
The J's.
We have, we'll just say that Jane came in to the YES program and had actually been out of a domestic violence situation for probably 10 years, but was still not able to kind of get that financial stability or that empowerment that she was looking for. And so when she came in, we kind of explored that with her, and she went and got her GED, and then she went and got a college degree as a medical assistant, and she worked at a very prominent place within the community, and she is just really moving forward.
Excellent.
And so then we'll say that Jeannie, she came here from another state and actually was living on a friend's couch. She didn't have a home, and she didn't have any money. She was used to living in a very prominent, wealthy, gated community, and she came with nothing. And she built herself up through financial empowerment. She was able to build a resume with her, and she was able to we talked about interview prepping and job searching, and she got a job. She bought a condo, and she was able to actually get a condo with a friend being a co-signer. And then not too long ago, she actually had was able to purchase that condo on her own.
Excellent.
And that is just amazing. And so these are really great success stories, and this is what the YES program promotes, is the self-sufficiency and empowerment.
Excellent. I, as you were telling these stories, the thought occurred to me that people sometimes don't think about. Domestic violence knows no class, race, or religion.
Absolutely.
And I think that's so important. The two stories that you pointed that up perfectly, that it just is, and it happens, and it can happen to anyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it does happen everywhere. And obviously, Andrea's story about Jeannie, Jeannie had all those skills.
That's what
she just didn't know she
didn't
had them
how
anymore.
to use, or even if she suspected, she didn't know how to put them together.
Right.
Yeah.
And so just sometimes all the individual may even need is just the support. Just the support that says, wow, look at what you can do. Look what you have. And then they kind of build their own future story.
They get excited.
They really do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I always use Rowie's term, your future story. Let's talk story.
That story. Yeah.
Well, think of Nike. I hate to use their tagline, but just
do it.
Mm-hmm.
Just do
And
it.
when people are, empowered and strong enough and healthy enough to move forward like that, they can just do it.
But once you open that door just a peek so they can get in, all of a sudden that door swings open.
It does. And it's just...
They have no clue what
And it just dominoes.
Yep.
It doesn't stop, and that's what's great. We the one that bought the condo, she says, you once sat down with me and you made me set a goal. You got that goal sheet out, and I started writing it down. She says, I want to let you know that I'm now purchasing my own condo. And she says, and now I have some additional goals that I'm going
And
forward.
that's the way she's going to live her
And
life,
that's the
with
way
goals.
she's going to continue to
Yep.
live her life.
Yeah, that's just so exciting. So you talked about that they have these challenges and this and that. So supposing I wanted to contribute to how do I do this? And you talked about social media, and is there a website, or do I go to your website? How do I do this?
Well, there's several ways that you can donate, and one of them is to get right on the YWCA Northeastern New York .org website, and we will have a donate button in the
so
first
you're
week
linked
of October, so we'll be linked to it. Also, you can get on Crowdrise.com and look for the YWCA of Schenectady, DBA YWCA
Slow down just a
Northeastern New
minute.
York.
Crowdrise.
Crowdrise.com.
CROWDRISE.
Correct.
.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a social media fundraising site.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
For all different types
so there's
of
lots of stuff on
Yes.
it.
All kinds of fundraising.
And so your agency name is on there?
Yeah, either under YWCA of Schenectady, or you can also find us on YWCA Northeastern New York.
Okay.
So, and other ways that you could do is to go ahead and we can do cash donations at the YWCA. Another great thing is team pages. We love people who will donate, absolutely. But on the Crowdrise site, if you look for YWCA of Schenectady, you can actually click a button that says fundraise for this community partner. And if you click that button, you can set up your own team page within our organization and actually fundraise for us, for the domestic violence victims.
Okay, I'll just walk through that a little bit. Now, fundraise, and I go and I push that button, and something opens up. And then I put my name in. Is that what I do?
You put your name in, or you can put an organization or a business name, and
so then I tell all the folks that are associated with me in that particular situation, go to that button
that team
and
page.
donate through that page.
Well, what you would do is, this is actually a team page.
Right.
So you're actually fundraising for us. If you want to donate, you would click the donate button.
I guess I'm trying to, don't bear with me.
That's
I'm
okay.
thick
It's
sometimes.
different. Don't
It's
even
very
I'm
different.
thick sometimes.
don't even
So
worry
after
about it.
I have clicked on that and I put my name, or it's I'm establishing a team page. Let's put it that way. So now I call you up and I say, hey, I established a team page for Northeastern New York YWCA. What do I tell you to do?
So what you do then is you send your link for your team page out to all of your friends, all the business, all of your
okay.
contacts.
I was trying to figure that
and
connection.
they will go to your team page and click the donate button.
You know, you say something. This is something I'm. You know, I really believe in.
Right.
It's really close to my heart.
Absolutely.
I wish you would if you can. I wish you would contribute. You
And
send
come
it out
on,
to
gang,
your.
let's do it.
Yeah.
And there's
I was trying to
pictures
figure
and
the link.
videos. There's going to be video representing domestic violence and how it can affect in homelessness and the different things that it can, that are part of that. So, and then you just have to check out our site because it's going to be exciting October 1st.
That's I'll be looking. Now, okay, so let's so actually I can donate personally. I can set up a team page and get other folks to donate, and then when they go to the team page, they hit on the donate button. How much do I have to donate?
The minimum on the actual social media site, the minimum is $10.
$10.
$10. So
There's no maximum. You can go as
no
high as you
Go
want.
as high as
Oh,
you
let me
want.
write that check. Okay, but if I want to, if I'm not in the team page and I'm not, I just want to donate. Can I donate? Just send you $1?
Sure.
If you want to send us $1, absolutely, just send it to the YWCA 44 Washington Avenue.
I guess what I'm trying
Write
to do is
purple purse.
Purple
purple
purse.
purse. I'm trying to help you with is that it doesn't matter how much you donate.
No.
You just go through different channels to do different types
And
of
then what
donations.
we will do is all of, any of the contributions that we get during this time period that come in either in the form of cash or checks directly to us that say that are for the Purple Purse campaign, then we will go online and we will, we'll take that amount and we'll donate that through this campaign.
Okay, so that just so that everybody, in other words, everyone can get in on this.
Everybody
Absolutely.
can get in
And
on
that's
it,
the
and we'll
important-
get everything counted. We'll do it that way. So then that
And that'll be on
adds
top
up
of,
to the-
of
yes.
everything else.
Allstate,
Go ahead.
Allstate Foundation grand prize is $100,000. So that's what we're really
Wouldn't
looking
that
for is
be-
to get
wouldn't
that
that be
grand prize
nice?
of $100,000.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice? Since we have a couple minutes left, very slowly, tell us where we go to do the donating as far as the page for the team and all that.
So, crowdrise.com, and then you can either search for YWCA of Schenectady or YWCA Northeastern New York, or you can do crowdrise.com/YWCA of Schenectady 1.
Schenectady 1.
Schenectady number 1.
Okay.
And the other option is to go to our YWCA website, which is www.ywcanortheasternny.org, and there will be a donate button that will link you to that Crowdrise page. Another option is to send in, mail in, stop in to 44 Washington Avenue and designate your donation, cash or check, to the Purple Purse.
And in your memo line, it's Purple Purse.
Purple Purse.
Wow, this is exciting. I wish you all kinds of success with this campaign, and it starts October 1st. So if people have time to be thinking about getting ready to jump in, and the first challenge is actually on the 1st.
yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and if you want any more information, you can call the YWCA and ask for the YES program.
Super. Andrea, thanks so much for
you so
being here.
much.
Rowie, we thank you
Thank
for
you,
being
Shirley.
here. This has just been a very exciting experience to hear about the Purple Person, to know that people are beginning to get it. what it takes to empower a woman who has had a really tough time and to actually help them to launch into a new life. And thank you for the stories. Take care. Thank you
you.
very
For the
much.
opportunity.
Thank you.